Hey folks, I'm Papa Boris and I'm very scared. It is time to play the Zenith card. I have no choice. I got a good Abe, I got some good traits, opener and 2 HP, both really good when you're doing self-damage because the opener increases your self-damage and the 2 mech HP lets you counter it. You want 2 mech HP when you're playing these self-damaging mechs. Already did the hazardous mechs and we gotta do this charge mech from one of my least favorite squads in the entire game, the Zenith guard. We got this laser that's 3 damage, but that doesn't kill everything on unfair difficulty, and it often has collateral damage, and this defense mech, which just sucks. This thing is horrible, and then this thing is good, but you can only use it twice per battle, so it's like, it's not even that great, I guess, a lot of the time, and you can only use it half the turn, so it's just a rough squad. I really don't like it. And let's go ahead and start. I may get stuck here, and if I do, because I definitely got stuck on this squad when I was just like beating the game in the past, I may just give up and switch to a different pilot that I found maybe and try something else, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, islands. We got spiders, which is generally not good. Decent boss. We got extra HP, which is okay. Oftentimes the extra HP sign, you kind of want to wait until you have more damage. And this squad does have this mech that doesn't do damage. But the thing is that the HP Scion, it is retroactively cancelable. You can do some damage, get an enemy down to 1, and then you kill the sign and you also kill the enemy. So this is a consideration. I do struggle a bit with the Starfish boss. You really want to be able to push that thing around and the laser mech can't. So it's a bit scary. Here we have the Boost Scion, which is good. The Robot Leader, which can be a bit complicated, but is generally good. Also, no webbing enemies. I think this might be the winner. Here we have the Blast Scion and 3 HP enemies. Yeah, we're gonna... Oh, and then the Spider Boss, or the Scorpion Boss, which webs in an AoE and has like a gajillion HP. Absolutely never that one. Okay, here we go. Got a decent map. We have choices of where to go. This is the one that I'm biased towards because it opens up more missions. This one just opens up one. This is a really bad mission. Ice Storm is amazing. If this was like a star, that'd be great. But the power grid, it just feels so terrible to go here. Let's take a look at this map. These are good missions, very generic. And, oh, it's one of these. Okay, these are good. Yeah, you always want to take these missions. So these are the ones where the enemies gradually break out of the ice, and there's no spawns, so it's really awesome. Now, the laser mech might accidentally break stuff out of the ice for you, which kind of sucks. And there's a Scion buried here somewhere. Yeah, that's giving everybody boost, but, maybe boost doesn't matter. Who knows? So let's go here so we can shoot a laser down this way and not break anybody out of the ice and just clump everybody up and see what the hell happens. All right, so we're trying to get XP on our laser mech because Abe, of course, is already at max HP, or XP. We have, okay, the crab is trying to break its hornet buddy out of the ice. I'm not necessarily opposed to that. This thing, if I pull it, doesn't do me any good, so I can shield to protect a building and then get an extra shield on another one for the future, or I could just try to kill it. The laser mech, oh, the laser mech doesn't have anything it can do. So, okay, the laser mech should kill this, and then you should push against this crab. If I'm not mistaken, that'll just kill it, even without the fire. Now, the robot does get broken out of the ice, but, what are you gonna do? This is fine. Now, I think I'm actually gonna just take a moment here, and... yeah, this thing, it doesn't even, like this pull, you can't even pull this guy into the fire because it's not an artillery shot. Just so bad. I am gonna just preemptively shield this mission critical building. Because I have a free action now and maybe somebody will attack it at some point and I'll be able to profit from it. You're wasting your attack, breaking someone out of the ice. You're wasting your attack and you're wasting your attack. Now we gotta think about what the hell is happening here because this is very interesting. So the robot... we'll break this out of the ice. Then this snail will do what? Oh, it's boosted by the sign. It'll do 2 damage to its friend. And that's that. So what if I were to do this? I break it out of the ice. Then you actually light this thing on fire. Is that what you're doing? Oh, you just kill it. You then just kill it. And then this snail kills you. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're definitely doing that. Now, I have a choice. I could kill this thing with a laser. Or I could kill it with this. I don't think... oh, no, I need to kill it with this. Because Mr. Laser... I think if he did this... oh, no, it works. Okay, so I do have a choice. I could go here and do this, which accomplishes the same thing. What is actually correct? I don't know if it actually matters. Well, it does, because I want you to gain experience. Ha ha! It does matter. Okay, there. You get 2 experience. Then we get some shared experience. And you, well, let's see. I could put proactive shields on it, but this mission's so easy. We're just going to pull the Scion into the fire and have it burn to death. Oh, yeah, you're not doing anything yet. Okay, we're going to get you into position and just repair. So you kill your friend, and you kill your friend. And now you break out of the ice, so it's just a regular snail and a regular robot. Basically, the main concern is getting experience on Mr. Laser, and otherwise trying to share XP whenever possible. You unfortunately cannot kill this thing. Like, I was hoping to pull it into the fire, but okay, what we'll do is we're actually going to shoot a laser like this and give the entire experience for this dead Scion to Mr. Laser. Zap. And then I guess you might as well do this. And then you get 1 not irrelevant experience. Okay, so that was a really easy first mission, for unfair difficulty especially. And that means that we're now at full... Oh, right. There's actually a whole ass extra turn here. And now we are at full HP. So I can, take a maybe more challenging mission and be okay with taking some damage to take one of the other missions that gives HP back. So let's take a look at this 2-star mission, because that's what I'm inclined for here. Destroy all boombots. It's a scary one. They do explode on death. That can be a problem. But I can shield things and then, like, laser kill them and let the exploder take the shield. I'm going to go for it. This is really scary, but the laser mech is actually kind of good at this, because it can just shoot a laser in a line and then maybe hit these boombots with collateral damage. So do I go here or here? I guess I'm going to go here and try to shoot a laser down this way. I don't know. I could also, like... That's ice. I could have somebody stand there. The problem is I'm just worried if I have someone stand here to bait these snails, they might actually end up being out of position. So I'm going to try to centralize you a little bit. And we'll put Mr. Flyer here, because he can fly and he can shoot shields from anywhere. So maybe you can bait the snails like that. But yeah, if the enemies move badly, this can go to hell really fast. Okay, this is actually good. I can kill it and it can explode without hurting a building, which honestly, all things considered, is pretty fantastic. You're wasting your attack, which is great. You're wasting your attack, which is great. You're the only one doing anything relevant. Okay, let's talk about what the hickety hell is going on here. If I do the obvious move and just shoot, I do 2 damage to the Hornet. This blows up, deals 1 damage to the Hornet. This thing dies because it gets blown up by this guy, hurting Abe, but not the end of the world, breaking this out of the ice, whereupon this Hornet, who's still alive, will kill it. It will damage this thing and blow this thing up, causing it to kill the Hornet and also kill this and do damage to the Scion. So all that is by way of saying, yes, I am doing that move because it's going to have tremendous consequences. Okay, now you can put a shield on something, but fine. Let's take the opportunity to do this. With the boost from the sign, it'll do 2 damage to its buddy. So that seems fine. And then what the hell are you doing? Oh, you're doing nothing. Because everything's already, peachy over here. This is totally fine. So I could go here and I could just, like, kill this thing. But I don't know if that really matters. Either way, I could kill it, or I could let it be at 1 HP. Fine. I guess this does make sense to kill it. Just feels kind of weird. But this doesn't do any... Oh, because it's boosted, it does do a damage to me. Yeah, I might have been wrong about that, but I'm going to leave it. I think this is fine. This Hornet, man, was the MVP of the round. I mean, the fact that the Hornet chose to do this attack is just ridiculously lucky for me. So all the boombots are dead. We're going to have a gajillion spawns. But one of the enemies is the Sign, who's irrelevant. And this is all just totally fine. Okay, well, about as good as you can hope for here. So we will finish killing this thing. Or no, I could actually kill it with my laser mech. I could do this and kill it and get the experience on the correct character. Okay, fine, we'll do this. You go down to 1 HP. But this is actually important to do. It's not just for XP optimization. This is also important so that Abe can block a spawn. Ah, yes. Okay, so that's good. And off we go. I should look for an opportunity for Mr. Laser to kill the Scion at some point. That would be 2 XP. We have 1 more round of spawns happening. The crab is wasting its attack, which is incredible. So, I can't shoot a laser, because then you die. So, okay. Let's, block the forwardmost spawn. And then let's rotate. Like this. So basically, the idea here is that we're only letting one more enemy spawn. Next turn, it's just a crab and a new enemy. We've already succeeded at the mission. Hornet Alpha is about the worst thing that could happen because it can just zip up and do some crazy annoying stuff. I'm a little scared. Like, if it just flies up here, it could be difficult to block. I guess the shield could deal with it. That's fine. Okay, so now we're all just about optimizing experience for Mr. Laser. So what's the plan? I mean, I could punch the Hornet for 2. The problem is that if I do that, Mr. Laser only deals... It can't go in the fire because it'll die. So he has to go here and he can only do 1 damage to it. He can't do 2 damage. Shield does not protect him from fire, so putting a shield on him wouldn't work. Oh god, this is really annoying. Yeah. I am afraid there's not much I can do. Maybe there's like some move I'm missing, but we'll just settle for babysitting here. And you just get 1 XP for that. And, well, do I do this? No. Because that'll cause Mr. Laser to die. This doesn't actually... He goes first. So he takes the fire damage, kills my laser. I could have stood here, but this still doesn't die. He can take 1 damage from fire and 2 from the Hornet. They're not boosted anymore. That's actually an interesting idea. I could, in fact, have maybe left the Scion alive. And that way, this would have been a boosted attack. And there would have been like 4 shared experience instead of just 2 for the laser. Yeah, that's the math isn't mathing there. Anyway, that was good. Another great mission, super easy, just an amazing first turn setup that made things super lucky for me. So all in all, it's a great start. I am super happy with one of my worst squads, if not my actual worst squad, to be doing this well on the first island. We have another 2-star mission since we are at full HP and have 2 missions available to repair. I want to look for opportunities to use my life as a resource. So what is this? Defend the robot factory. It's a bit of a tricky one because remember these things shoot out robots that are bad, and this robot factory is right next to all the spawns. I'm feeling frisky. We're gonna go for it. This could really backfire, and it may be correct to take one of these easy ones. You know, in fact, I could do this. Hold on, let me check the map. Oh, well, that's not good. I mean, the enemies are right next to the buildings. Okay, yeah. On like these buildings next to this, and then the block of buildings next to, yeah, no. So I might as well just do this. If it's gonna be hard, I might as well like just have 1 thing next to the spawns or 2, depending on how you count it, instead of like 6. Okay, so the tricky thing here is where to put my laser person, because here I'd like to sneak in and maybe do like a shot, but if somebody goes here and body blocks me, I'm just stuck here. I can walk around and shoot that way, but it's a little bit inflexible. I could try to bait this snail, but I'm possibly out of position if I stand here. So I will risk the snail possibly destroying this building. I'm okay with that. I'll put the flyer over here because the flyer can fly. And this is maybe baiting a snail to shoot a shot down an empty lane. Okay, not wasting your attack. Definitely not wasting your attack. You could have shot at my guy, but you chose to waste your attack. And then the snail is doing what I was afraid of. Okay, so this robot that shot out, it's not helpful, unfortunately. Sometimes it is helpful, like it'll block somebody, but not here. I also can't easily kill it with collateral damage, and no one wasted their attack. So this is a very scary situation. I may have to start cashing out my HP. Now, unfortunately, you cannot fly to this square and pull the snail here to kill this robot. That would have been great. As it is, yeah, you can't do that. So let's think. I could just shoot this thing with my laser and kill it. I could do this. Are you killing this snail? Okay, you can actually kill the snail because of opener, and then that frees you up. I can kill this crab. And then you can just like shield this thing, I guess. There's nothing you can do, unfortunately. You can't pull this thing off. You could, if you could push the crab, that would be great to blow up the robot, but you can't. Okay, so you could put a shield on this, obviously. I mean, that's one option. But I'm trying to see if there's a way that I can use the pull to save my shield. So what if I go here and I pull this crab, and then I could actually shoot at both of these crabs, do a bit of damage to each of them. But the problem is, if I pull this crab and I kill this crab with my laser, and I kill this hornet, then I'm not actually saving this building. Okay, so fine. We're gonna accept 2 grid damage here, which is a bit frightening. kill the crab. We... You know, there's a case to be made for killing this and then walking down 3 and... oh, wait, no, that wouldn't even kill it. Right, because 3, that would only do 2 damage. Okay, never mind. So we do this, blap. And then you, unfortunately, have to do an extremely lame move of this to protect the building. And you can only do this one more time, so you can't just do this forever. Okay, so there's our grid defense gone. Please, guys, do you want to waste your moves? You are attacking the mission critical building. You're still attacking the mission critical building. Well, I can't complain. I mean, I have been very, 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 very lucky so far. And you're attacking the mission critical building. And you're making another robot. Oh, Jesus. Well, luckily, this robot's not doing anything significant. So let's see here. If I push this thing, it does kill this snail. So, okay, let's think about that. Let's say I were to push this and kill the snail. I then need to deal with this snail. And that is difficult to do. I can't laser it because of this body blocker. Okay, I could pull the Scion, killing it, go here, and then shoot the snail to death. The problem, of course, is I got this robot up here and this robot here, which never were dealt with. Okay, what if I do a crazy move? What if I shield this and shoot a laser down? Let me just... No, that doesn't work at all. All right, it's not good. I could be in some serious hot water. But we're doing this to protect the mission critical building. And, I mean, I could put a shield on it and then just have this hit it. And then you would then be free to just, like, go up and shoot this robot to death. I don't know that really makes any sense. I mean, I might as well just save my shield for next time, since I don't need it this time. I'm just going to double check. Yes, this crab goes first, kills this. This fires the thing down an empty lane. So I kind of stopped everything, except now we're going to have 2 boom bots, a crab, and a new enemy. 4 actors. I only have 3 defenders, and this thing's kind of out of position, so I'm a little bit nervous. The crab is not wasting its attack. This robot's actually wasting its attack, which is a real boon, and you are not. You're actually going after the mission critical building, and so is the Hornet. Oh, they're all going after it. This is why the map matters, kids. It's why the map matters. It's like, you could tell that, hey, this thing's next to all the spawns. That could be a problem, and guess what? It's a problem. Okay, once again, we gotta check for ways to deal with problems. Well, you can finish killing off the crab. You can go here and kill this Hornet, and then you cannot use your HP as a resource to kill this thing, because then you die. So you'd have to use your shield to save this building. What have I accomplished? What I've accomplished is I killed the crab and I killed the Hornet. I blocked the spawn. So there's an enemy coming out on fire and 3 boom bots. Is there some better approach? I can have my laser mech shoot and kill this thing. I can have this guy pull the crab onto the spawn, but then I haven't dealt with the Hornet, actually. Ah, it's awkward. Yeah, see, if I don't deal with this crab... Okay, I fly to this space, pull the crab onto the fire, so it's actually dead. It blocks a spawn and is functionally dead. Then I use the laser to kill this boombot, and I use you to swoop in here and kill this Hornet and block the other spawn. Okay, I think that's actually better. I think I found the correct play, because this blocks an extra spawn, and it saves my shield, which is potentially significant. Let's get out of the line of fire. Okay, that's good. I am glad that I gave that a second look, because that actually makes a huge difference. Now this crab is dead. Functionally, it's just body blocks, but that's the only relevance that it has. The bots did bail me out by, like, whiffing. Oh, no, it's dead because it blocks the spawn. It's not just functionally dead. It's just dead. Okay, you are still going after the mission critical building. You asswagon. Asswagon on parade. Okay, the good news is, I mean, we can just deal with this. So, you can't shoot a laser down, but you can shoot a laser this way, and you can kill this one. Blip. Out of the way, and zap. Okay, honestly, that was incredibly lucky. I lost 1 damage, and it's completely fine. I am 100% delighted to have lost that HP. And we got thick skin. Well, this did literally save my run last game, but this is not a pilot I am, super concerned about. So what we're going to do is swap the pilots. We're going to put the pilot who's not leveled up into the mech that's more likely to get XP. And we're going to put this pilot over here. where I don't care about it too much. So now I have to decide if I want to take this easy mission or if I want to take one of the harder ones and try to get an extra star. I mean, an extra star is pretty good. If you get a star, then you get the 2 stars for the corporate mission. That's 8 plus the bonus is 9, and you get an extra power core. So that extra star is actually relevant. But let's see what this is. So this is, oh my god, that is really good. So the spawns are way back away from everything. There's mountains protecting this building and a shield. The mission critical building is tucked away behind a normal one, and this building that's close to the spawns has a shield. It's actually really good map. Let's take a look at this. So there's ice mines, which is helpful. The mission critical building is close to the spawns, and this other building's also close. And, you know, some enemies could get frozen, and these spawns are kind of out of the way of things. I also can't kill enemies, but there's a bit of synergy there, because if they go on these freeze things, I don't kill them. And then this one is the Knockmites with like a horrible map. See, getting greedy and failing would really suck, because if I could have just taken the safe mission and finished the island with a successful bonus, then I'm going to really regret that I took this extra star. But if I take it and get away with it, it is nice, because it is an extra power core. All right, since it's my first time with this squad, I'm going to do it. That's going to be my metric. My second or third or fourth time with this squad, I would make the easy choice. Let's do that. Let's not go super passive until we've had some dark times. Okay, we have the boost sign, which doesn't matter if things get frozen. We have, Jesus Christ, 2 alpha hornets and a regular hornet. That's really scary. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is just try to bait things to get up to me, right? And get frozen. But who do I want to do for the bait of that? Good words, Boris. Good words. You know, I don't think it matters. I'm just going to centralize my non-flying mechs and put the flying one that's kind of off to the side. And then was just trying to put up our hands for RNGs to see what happens. Hey, a pod. There's a chance that the pod has a weapon or pilot in it, and then I do get an extra star. This is kind of good and kind of bad. It's bad that the Hornet didn't go on the ice, but it is good that it's wasting its attack. It could have shot relevantly. You're wasting your attack. You're wasting your attack. You're frozen. And you are... It's because of this frozen enemy. I can't get in here. I can't get in there to get at this Hornet. Oh, dear. Well, you know what I think we're gonna do? Oh, wait, there's a move. Okay, so I could have pulled this thing into the frost. But what I'm actually gonna do, though, is grab this time pod so there's no problems with it later. Kill the Scion. And now, well, this is interesting. What do I do now? It would have been good to damage this Hornet, right? Because this Hornet could be a problem. But okay, I'm going to make that tomorrow's problem. What we're going to do is we're going to actually kill this thing. And the reason I want to do that is I want to block a spawn and pull this crab into the frost. So this makes it easier for me to not kill stuff. If I understand the mechanics correctly, having frozen enemies does count for having enemies, so it reduces how many spawns happen. So I just need to babysit this Hornet a few times. Oh dear, well, I already gonna have a hard time. Crud muffins. Okay, so you need to fly up and put shields on these. Oh, wait, no. I need to do this and put shields on both of these buildings and hope that the Hornet targets this one later. I can only throw up a shield one more time. And you, unfortunately, cannot block any spawns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to block this spawn that's kind of like on the way to the mission critical thing. And then I have a tough choice to make. I could go up here and put out this fire and repair so I'm near to this Hornet in case I have to babysit it. Or I can do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to block a spawn because I'm going to just trust my flying mech to babysit that Hornet. And the thing is, if the Hornet breaks up one of these buildings, these are all ones. These are all ones. So I can take a damage and I get 2 HP back and then I'm okay. Okay, here we go. It's going after a shield. That's all I need. I just needed one time for it to waste its move so that my second use of the shield, I'm pretty confident could babysit this Hornet with a shield no matter what happens next. Okay, what we're going to do here is, I guess this. I move out of the way. I laser this snail to death. I then shoot back here to block the spawn. No one's dying. No one's dying. And then you can just preemptively shield these buildings. Okay, let me just think. If the Hornet flies after this building, what is it? Movement of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could do this. And I actually can't. No, I can. I shoot the forest for 3 damage with the laser. It catches fire. It dies. Okay, so I'm fine with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to shield those buildings. Okay, can I make sure no one's dying? Okay, no one's dying. You're just hitting a shield off. That's fine. Wait, no, that was wrong. Oh my god, if he goes after these buildings again, I don't have a shield anymore. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm just so stupid, it hurts. If the Hornet had just flown up here and shot at these two buildings, I would have been able to do literally nothing about it, and I would have taken 3 grid damage. Instead, the Hornet flew out of the way and just froze itself. But no, that was a blunder. Just because that was a colossal blunder. I should not have fired that shield shot. If I was not putting this character up to try to combat the Hornet, then I should have saved the shield. Okay, as it is, we get to do a little bit of grinding. So, what's the most XP I can get? I think it's 2. I can't get to this snail without killing this pilot, of course. Yeah, I could actually kill this pilot to unfreeze the snail, but let's not go crazy. Let's just do this. You fly out of the way, and then we got the time pod. So we kill the Hornet, we get 2 XP, and we're still under our quota. We only killed 4 enemies because 3 of them froze themselves, and there weren't that many spawns because these still counted as enemies on the surface. So the ice mines were very critical here in the evaluation of how lucky or unlucky this map was. Okay, we got away with it. Full HP, extra star, extra power core. That's amazing. Now, who needs what? Well, you guys just need movement. It's just like the #1 thing. So let's do that. And I hope nothing terrible happens when we fight the boss. So the bot leader's a really tricky one. This guy has this thing. If damaged, it will shield itself and prepare to heal. So you kind of need to alpha strike it, but there also is like a little bit of a tactical element to this boss where you can basically cancel its attack by damaging it, and then as long as you can then deal with it, you can stop it from killing buildings. This is a really, really tough map. My characters who can't fly have serious issues. These mountains plus these frozen enemies cause problems. I could just put them both like here and just hope for the best, but I'm gonna try this. I could sneak over here and open these guys up with a laser. Maybe that would be helpful. Maybe not. I do have 4 movement, so maybe I can get into position even if that doesn't happen. I am not sure if I made the correct call. All right, so you have this ranged attack. Oh god, this is actually a tactical nightmare. This thing is hiding behind a mountain. What the actual hell is going on here? Oh lord, okay. So, yeah, well, it's bad. I don't have room to even pull this Hornet. I could shield both of these. You're breaking your buddy out of the ice. Thank God you're not attacking this building. Okay, so I think I'm gonna shield these 2 buildings to stop the Hornet and the crab. Okay, I need to investigate the possibility of, what happens if I do this boss? Ugh, this mountain, this freaking mountain stops me from lasering the boss to death. You know, if I just put my guy like here, oh, he wouldn't have been able to reach it. Okay, let's just take a look at what's happening if I do this. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how that works. Are you still just shooting and then you're gonna shield? Oh, Christ. Well, there's really nothing I can do about this, is the thing. I mean, I could have pulled it, and then it would have hurt only 1 building instead of 2. Yeah. All right, cool. And you can't get at this Hornet, unfortunately, so I'm going to just bust these boombots out of the ice. It's a little bit risky, but then the crab at least kills 1 of them, and I just want access. I need to get in here to finish off this boss. I actually haven't fought this boss in a while, so I don't know if this shot's going off or not, or what the whole shield and prepare to heal thing is. But anyway, we might just be taking 4 grid damage. Okay, we are. We are taking 4 grid damage. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. What's 4 grid damage between friends? Am I right, guys? Guys, we got these 2 crabs and the Hornet here who can still wreak havoc. My melee characters are totally out of position. There's a bot that I freed. Oh, now it shields. Now it shields and prepares to heal. I see how this works. Oh, geez. Well, we are committed here. We just need to kill it right now. So I do this and it dies. I pop the shield off with a damaging attack, and then I push it into the mountain to kill it. It just has to happen. So whatever the hell else happens from here, just what it has to happen. So this Hornet is currently threatening the corporate tower, so I need to either shield both of these or just pull it off. Well, pulling it off is basically equivalent. So the question is, what am I doing? So these 2 Okay, these two are doing the same thing that this one is doing, and I can't deal with both of them. So what we're gonna do is just this. The idea being that, oh yeah, this thing, it actually damages the Hornet for 2, but doesn't kill it because I never damaged it before. Okay, so this is, you know, it's bad. Don't just be clear. Maybe, you know, maybe I was just unlucky. Like, there's one of those things where there's just not much I could do about the situation. So we're down to 1 HP. That means that the extra star that we got, we're going to have to spend to buy back grid defense, basically. And just to be clear, there's also a chance I don't survive this level because I can't take any more grid damage. Luckily, the Hornet flew out of the way and canceled its attack. And the crab also wasted its attack. That's insanely good luck. So here, I think... it sucks, but I just have to do this. This thing doesn't explode on death. And I believe I'm just shooting a laser? Ah, that doesn't quite kill the Hornet, unfortunately. Hold on. What do? You do 2 damage? So you don't kill the Hornet either. And if the push damage doesn't kill the crab. Okay, well, we'll do this anyways. So you now are just going to take 2 damage from the Hornet. Oh, no, you die. Okay, so you have to kill the Scion. So the Hornet does only 2. So now we have a 1 HP Hornet and 2 new enemies coming out. So it's bad. And it's a Hornet. Oh, that can really fly anywhere. Okay, the Alpha wastes its attack. You can be babysat. And you can be killed. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So let's just end it. Let's end the nightmare. Zippity zap. Technically, it would have been optimal to kill the Alpha with my laser for an extra XP. I'm just gonna do it. It is just a little bit better because you can move out of the way, step up. Alpha goes down for 4 XP. Something to note is that if you reset your turn, any random things that happen that turn will still happen. So like this guy got +1 mech reactor and will definitely still get +1 mech reactor. So I knew that that was coming, which enticed me to get that extra XP on it. Wait, how come it's still at 0 out of 50 from killing the Alpha Hornet? I don't know. I don't know why. Well, whatever. Because I knew that it was going to get the mech reactor, so I really wanted to get more XP on it since I might actually care about leveling that character up more. But anyway, he still only got the same amount of XP, so I don't know what happened. Okay, we get a bonus. I hope it's nothing I care about. That's dumb, and this is good. Flying on these 2 melee mechs would be incredible, but it's grid power. So this is 2 stars worth of value if you're actually getting the HP from it. And I just want the extra stars worth of value. That's worth it compared to getting a pilot. Okay, what do we got here? We got stab multiple tiles and push the furthest. Well, there is some consideration to take this because this does give my laser something different. It's not doing collateral damage in an entire line. It's just 2 spaces. And it offers a push, which I don't naturally have. This is an interesting one. 1 use per battle or 2 with a power core and you can freeze anything you want. That actually is also valuable. But the thing is that I think this is more valuable. I really want the extra push forever rather than just this once per battle. Now, this cannot be upgraded for the damage, unfortunately. But I think I'm still going to go for it. It just works out nicely. I take it in 2 power cores. So that seems good. So let's give you that. Let's power you up. And okay, priorities. Gotta move. And now 4 move has been okay so far, plus the fact that it has this range shield thing means it has flexibility and maybe a 5th movement, although a 5th movement would have definitely mattered in that one ice fight where I took grid damage. But I think in the short term, I really want this extra damage because now I do 3, 4 on the first turn, that just raw kills some alphas, and with push damage of 5 potentially, that actually matters a lot. Now, the thing is that at this point, I now self-damage for 3 on the first turn. -1 armor is 2, but then I'm still at 3 HP, and oh yeah, you know, without the extra health, that is a little scary. Is that worth doing so aggressively compared to just like getting the safe move on this mech? I think so, because if there's 4 rounds of combat, well, you do eventually die. Yep. With the opener and then 3 more, That's 2 plus 3. That's 5. Oh, yeah, gosh. I don't know. I don't know how I never noticed that before. Okay, so I definitely want the move. I would like to do this and this. You know what? He has opener, so on the first turn he gets extra 2 movement, and then from there just try to position yourself correctly. Let's just do it this way. Then I can be stress-free with the extra damage and hopefully call it a day. Okay, I'm going to take a quick cut here, and then we'll continue. Okay, time to hop to the next island. Let's take a look at our options. So over here we had the spiders, which is not my favorite. I do have this, which could help deal with them. The laser can deal with them. This can push things into spiders. Yeah, maybe. We have the extra HP, which I think I'm now better equipped to deal with because they got the +1 damage. So that actually is a consideration. Plus the new enemy is fine and the old enemies are fine. And then over here is the blast sign of the blobber and a really high HP difficult boss. No thanks. Okay, we're going to go for the HP. And it's a tricky one. Well, it's always tricky, isn't it, Boris? So we need to get over here. And because it's just too much value, at least not to take a gander at. So this mission, I mean, it's possible. I could just snake up there. It's just that I don't have any mission selection flexibility because if I do this one and then this one sucks, then I am kind of stuck. I mean, I could still get there, like doing blip, 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 but it's a little bit tense. What is this? Destroy 2 mountains, kill 7 enemies. And the mountains are kind of out of the way. The enemies are spawning right here next to the buildings. Okay, that looks horrible. All right, let's look at this. Destroy X-Ax, protect the coal plant, sandstorm. Yeah, it's interesting. So the thing is that if I don't kill this sack relatively quickly, I could get into trouble because my spear would push it into the building. My cannon would push it into the building. I mean, I end up in a little bit of hot water there. I kind of want to do this mission because I want to get the HP back. But what's this? Block Vex spawning. We got some shields. The shields may be relevant. And then I could take this to get my HP back instead of these egg sacks. This one is kind of out of the way. Yuck. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not loving it. We're going to just do this 1-star mission, and we're going to try to get the energy back with the other mission, hopefully. Okay, we got an Alpha Scorpion, which is annoying because it restricts movement. I really don't want to get webbed by it. I don't want to, like, bait it or anything like that. Well, I mean, I could punch it with my spear. Okay. Hold on. What's my spear like? It just pushes the furthest hit. Oh, it doesn't even... Okay, never mind that plan. Okay, so we definitely don't want to bait the scorpion. We'll just sort of do this. And, yep, hope for the best. As we so often do. Oh, you're not wasting your attack. Unbelievable. And you're not wasting your attack. And you're not wasting your attack. This is like the opposite of Oprah. Jesus Christ. Okay, fine. So let's see. We could... I mean, obvious move. I can walk up and use my new spear to punch through the scorpion, hit this thing, and push it away from the building. Oh, this thing got blocked by the mosquito. Okay, so that's good. You... What are you doing? I mean, you could just kill this mosquito, I guess. Do you do enough damage to actually kill... No, you do not. It doesn't work. Because if the shields are wrong, if this one were shielded, it'd be great. But instead what happens is I can kill it, and then I can punch the scorpion. Well, I can get it down to 1 HP, punch it with my spear, and then this thing is alive. Okay, so I have to remember, I mean, I do have this laser still. Is there a world where I just laser? What does that accomplish? That doesn't accomplish anything. Okay, so... Back to plan A. We do this. Cash out our shield immediately, just like I love doing. Then we just punch and kill the mosquito. And we do need to block Vex spawning 3 times. Man, if I could have flown here, then I could have pulled it. Have I gotten... No, I did not get extra move. I did not. Alrighty. Now, I don't know if there's a point to pulling this Scion, to be totally honest with you, so we'll just leave it there. We're just here to block the spawn. Okay, I'm not in love with this turn. Everyone's near this Alpha Scorpion. The mosquito could just go after this building again. This thing's alive, and I do think it now shoots. Because it didn't shoot the first time. Okay, I got a bit lucky. If the scorpion had webbed me, I couldn't have shot because I'm in smoke. Okay, the good news is that this thing's now shooting at its friend, and this one's shooting into a shield. All right, there's some interesting possibilities here. Okay, not maybe actually that interesting, but I mainly need to make sure that I'm blocking a spawn. And that's tough because this place is in smoke, so I can't push the scorpion onto a spawn. I can't pull it onto a spawn. And if I go here, then the scorpion's just, you know, attacking this building. Yeah, the whole thing about the spear only... Well, hang on. Can I just do this? Oh, I can! So you can choose any tile in range. Oh, okay, that's definitely the move. Now, I can't actually block this spawn very easily. Oh, it's kind of weird. I would have liked to block this spawn, but this thing is shooting at that point, and I can't push easily onto it. Well, I guess I could have pushed it with a spear. Ah, is that worth a reset? But the thing is, could you have dealt with the scorpion? You only have 3 movement. You're like, oh, opener means I don't need any movement. So you actually can't, you couldn't have reached the square to push the scorpion. Okay, can we kill the mosquito? We can. I'm going to just do it. And that means I'm cashing out my shield. And I don't think I have anything productive to do. Yeah, I couldn't have pulled this guy or anything. So what I'm going to do here is a little risky. I'm, instead of repairing, going to just put a shield on these 2 buildings. And the reason for that is just the fact that there's only 3 rounds left, including this one. And I have 2 uses of the shield. And these places are high traffic area places. Oh, I did not notice that push damage. I mean, I still would have done it, but I didn't notice it. Probably should have noticed it. This is a game where it really hurts you to not notice things. Okay, now this round we have to block a spawn or else I don't make the mission. This is not good. Okay, it's okay. I can attack it and just... I can actually kill the Scion, which automatically kills this. And I can put a shield on this. Or I could... What? How does this work? Ah, the order is backwards. This thing goes last. I was thinking of having it kill the Scion, but also that would push it into a building. So never mind. Okay, let's think. So I shoot the Scion with a cannon. It kills this, leaving this thing free to move. I can actually just kill this thing and that thing with a laser. Or this hornet. Or the snail, I mean, with a laser. But I need to block a spawn. Okay, so we need to... I think... Oh, it's awkward. I have to kill the Scion first. Okay, fine. So we kill the Scion first. That thing dies. I'm free. You can't get here because 5 movement's not important for flyers. So I have to block a spawn with my laser. And that means I'm doing this. Oh yeah, it does 0 damage to Abe because of the armor. Okay, so that is good, actually. It's a good use of time. And then you, I mean, you just do 1 damage, so technically... Oh no! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold. We need to put shields in those buildings. So I do have to cash the shield out to stop the Plasmodioid from doing damage to the grid. Okay, we just barely got there. I think now it should be fine. It's just a snail and 1 new enemy. I mean, something crazy would have to happen for me not to be able to handle this. Okay, that's a wasted attack. That is not a wasted attack, but I do believe I can kill everybody. So, yeah, I can't kill the snail with a laser. It only does 1 damage. Okay, so we're just gonna get out of the way. Zap, where the 3 damage is actually relevant. And then Abe finishes the snail off, although it is irrelevant, and I almost killed him. So, you know, there is that. Okay, it was a little tough for a 1-star mission. Tell you what I needed is those starting shields. Those actually all mattered, and maybe there was some way to do it without them, but it made it more convenient for sure. So let's take a look at this beautiful corner. Okay, less than 4 mech damage is a little dicey with Abe going nuts. And then there's Lightning Storm, which does help. The map's all right. What I'm going to do is a little bit of a tech move. We're gonna just take this off just for this mission. There's no other place to put it besides the health. I'm just going to take it off because I don't want to risk the mission. So we're going to do this. Alpha Scorpion up in front again. Nice, 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 nice. Do I want to bait it? No, still. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll do this. And then my flyer. I can go here, I think. Nice and centralized. See if this alpha wants to go down the empty lane. See if the plasmodioid wants to shoot down an empty lane. See if anybody wants to stand on lightning. It's not looking super likely. Oh my god, it actually went there. Holy shippity shipsicles. Okay, well that's lucky. Now I do need to deal with this plasmodioid shooting at this building. But I mean, worse things have happened. Okay. This is actually, it's tricky. It's a little tricky to deal with that. But let's see. Is there a way to get this? I mean, I could actually pull the snail onto the lightning. That would be a huge boon. That would mean that Laser Man or Abe need to deal with the plasmodioid, or I need to just let it go. If I had extra HP, I could just let that go and then get it back at the end of the mission, but then I would be one short. So, okay, let's see if we can be agreed back. I pull this on. I use the spear to push this off of the building and have it kill the scion, and then you stupidly just like, oh wait, hold on a second. Other plan, what if I push this with a spear in front of the plasmodioid, and then I charge the alpha scorpion? Okay, let's try it. So we do this, we do this, and this spear, I mean, I gotta say, it's pretty freaking handy. It didn't kill this mosquito, which is actually relevant. That's why I couldn't have done that move with Abe. Wow. Well, it doesn't get a lot luckier than that. That was an incredibly lucky start. So we get a gajillion shared experience here with the Scion, the Alpha Snail dying, and the Plasmodioid dying. And this thing... No! The Scorpion went before the Plasmodioid, so it killed the Scion, so the thing died with 1 HP. Oh, all that effort. All that effort for what? For Jack Squattin' Dipperdoodle, that's what. Okay, let's see what we can do. I mean, the obvious move is I can just go onto the spawn and punch it. Less obvious is I can go over and pull it. Now, then this thing... I can just spear it to death. Okay, I wish I had 5 movements so I could have stood on a spawn while doing this. So let's do this, pull it off, have it block a spawn. Just go here, punch this square. It doesn't actually matter because it dies. Yep. And then you can just block a spawn. Now I am a little bit cautious about blocking that spawn because we can't take too much damage during this mission, but that's okay because I did repair for my action, so I netted 0 damage, basically, compared to how I was when the round started. Oh, yuck, another Alpha Scorpion, Jesus Christ. Okay, that is scary. Oh, I could get webbed here. Okay, that's incredibly lucky. That just dies. That is a problem. That is... Okay, what does this do? Does this pull? It pulls. Now, the lightning happens first, so it pulls me into the spawn, and then I take a damage, and then I block the spawn, and I die, so that actually is a problem. Well, okay, so I could spear push the alpha, and then pull the snail onto the lightning. I mean, that seems good. Okay, so we'll just do this. We'll push it, move here, repair, and then pull the snail into the lightning. It doesn't block a spawn, unfortunately, but that's fine. So we are going to take 2 mech damage here. That, I guess, is okay, because there's no more spawns. So it at the end is just the Alpha Scorpion, and as mighty as Alpha Scorpions are, I don't believe an Alpha Scorpion can solo this squad. Notice how the Lightning Storm effect really mattered on this level? It killed several enemies for me, and without that, it would have been a tougher mission. Just one of many things to... Oh, we get 2, right, because the mosquito pops out of the thing as the lightning. Right. Okay. Ah, there's no way for me to get... Yeah, there's just no way. Now, I can save this. This is not actually a problem. So it's just a matter of optimizing XP at this point. Well, let's take 3 XP on that pilot. Zap. And then, what do? You do 2 damage. Okay. We'll take the lazy way out. We'll just shield it. And we'll heal up, just in case that mattered. And that's that. So I am now missing 1 HP, which is annoying. We have had more than one run now where I actually needed all 7 HP in the final island. So that's significant. And now we look at this. Defend... Defend the train! Oh my god. With the mission critical building that gives you the power core right frickin' there. You know what? I mean, what's life if you don't do it? If this was like my second time trying to win with this squad, I wouldn't do this. And actually, for this mission, I think I'm gonna do this. Cause what is this? This is 3 with opener, so 4. Well, no, self damage is 2, right? Self damage is 2, so it'll be I take 2 damage, and then I take 1 each of the subsequent turns. That's only 4, though, on a train mission, because the train mission's only 4 turns. So, we're going in, gang! Bloop! And just see what happens. Well, you know what happens? I didn't get an Alpha Scorpion, that's what happens, so that's good. Now, I don't actually know what the hell I'm supposed to do as far as, like, baiting the enemy or anything, so we'll do this. Abe has 6 movement on the first turn because of opener. And then I don't want to necessarily be putting people in a spot where the mosquito's encouraged to stop here in front of the train. This is not an armored train, mind you. So we'll do this here. And I could even consider moving this, but this thing only has 4 movement. I don't know. It's a little risky. I mean, if something does fly in front of me, I could just maybe spear it. Unless there's something behind it. That could be a problem. Oh, geez. You're trying to hit me in the back? Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. That's tough to deal with. Okay, that was a waste. And not in front of the train. That's going after the mission critical building. And that's doing nothing. Okay, so we need to think about what the hell's going on with this. I might just need to let that go. But this is, well, I can deal with that. It's just awkward. I can't get behind here because of this building. And if I push it, it doesn't do anything. Well, if I pull it, okay, like if I kill this plasmodioid, and then I can pull this mosquito off. But I mean, is that really even worth it? Because then we have these alpha, like these alphas happen to not do anything this time, but they're here, you know, so it's a little scary to just leave them. Man, I wish I could laser them, but I can't. I'd have to stand in front of the train. Well, it's what you signed up for, Boris, isn't it? Huh? Okay, let's see. Is there any kind of like creative move that I could use? No, because I just can't get back here, and I can't pull it. Well, I can. Oh, hold on. I can pull it this way. Okay, so I pull it this way. I kill the plasmodioid with somebody, and then I gotta deal with the mosquito. So who should be down here? Well, you're more of like a melee type, so I'll have you kill the mosquito. Zap. I gotta tell you, folks, I don't feel good about this move, like, at all, in the slightest. But here's what's happening. And we just went for everything. So now there is a pair of alpha mosquitoes, an alpha snail, a plasmodioid, and a cyan giving everybody extra HP, plus we're probably going to have some spawns. Okay. Oh my god, this is wasting its attack. That's unbelievable. And you're wasting the attack. That is unbelievable luck. Okay. That's terrifying. I don't know how I'm supposed to deal with that because I can't get behind it. It's floating over water. Oh my god, what are you doing? Everybody wasted their attack. That's incredible. Wait! I fly! Oh my god, I fly. I can pull it off this way. I could have maybe tried to shield the train, but this is cleaner. Oh my god. Everything is wasting its attack. Just everything. What are we doing here? I would have liked to push this thing into the path of the alpha snail, but that would mean that I stay here, and then this thing kills me, because I am going to do a damage to myself, and then this thing kills me. So what I would need is I would need an assist from Mr. Laser. Like this, and it long range kills the plasmodioid. Oh my god, are we doing this? Are we doing this craziness? We're doing it. Here we go. Because these mosquitoes are a problem. They can like fly behind the train and stir up all kinds of shit. Oh, by the way, the smoke here was really relevant from the earlier mosquito. Otherwise, of course, it would have just hit the train because it was pointing downwards with its attack. Anyways, actually, what's the order? Yeah, no, the order would not have worked in my favor. Okay, well, god, there's a hope and a prayer here. I can use my science mech to shield the train, but the thing is, here's the problem. If the mosquito flies in... Oh, does it have enough movement? It doesn't. Sometimes this happens when you have these mountains where the train is coming out. Very scenic, but if a flyer flies in here, you're just totally boned. Okay, I can take a grid damage. That I cannot take. What's the order? It's wrong. The Plasmodioid goes last, so it doesn't push the mosquito out of the way. And once again, I actually cannot... Well, hold up. Hold it. Hold. Why don't we just do this, right? And then I can shield that building. Oh my god! There is no more satisfying feeling in life than when you have defended the train and did not take any casualties. This actually kills the alpha snail and itself, so I guess we do this. I cannot believe how well that went. It is truly a marvelous thing that occurred in my life. There's 4 things alive right now, and they will all be dead. Every single thing dies. They just all kill themselves. I don't know if I've ever had 4 things. Oh, it didn't kill it. It didn't do enough damage. Even with the Cyan Gun, didn't do it. Okay, so 3 of the 4 things died, and 1 was at 1 HP. Still pretty cool. I am backpedaling here. Well, all right, we did it. We got the extra time pod, or the extra power core, which is extremely valuable because this squad really wants a lot of power cores, and I do need the health on this guy in general. Now, I am focused on the ones that give grid defense because I can take a damage during the mission and still get it back. And I'm willing to pay a star for that. So let's see this. I don't like not killing the volatile Vec, but this map, look at this map. It's so much better than this joke of a map where the sand is covering up the egg sac and buildings right there and the buildings right there. Okay, that's only like relevant for like a turn. But yeah, I'm going to just do this. Trust my gut. No, I don't like not killing the volatile Vec, of course. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. And I can still hit it a couple of times. Just make sure that you don't fall for the trap of getting it to 1 HP and then killing the Scion, because then, you know, you do lose. This is awkward. The snail could actually just go for these buildings and be really difficult to stop, but I can't forward press, because then the volatile Vac might come after me. The volatile Vac is actually guaranteed to go to this spot if I don't do anything to interfere with that. I guess I'm fine with it. Yeah, you're just going to have to... Actually, I could use you as a flyer there. Start you in the water. Not that it matters. I could have started anyone in the water, but you know what I mean. Oh, we have a time pod. Oh, geez, that's a weird spot. I mean, it's almost always a weird spot for the time pod. Let's be real. Okay, so you're doing this. You're body blocking the time pod, and I can't push you here. Jesus Christ, I can't push you here because of the time pod. That is actually an especially bad place for the time pod. Let's be clear about that. Man, if I could get behind this snail and push it into the water, but I can't. It's not happening, and I can't pull it. I'd have to push it. But to push it, Jesus Christ, this is really just a terrible time pod space. Because here's what I could have done. I could have pulled this mosquito, stepped up, and pushed this thing with the spear onto a spawn, saving the building, blocking a spawn. Granted, it would also do damage to the volatile Vac, but then it would also destroy the time pod. Butts. You can't get over here to push this thing. Well, I wouldn't want to push this thing because that would kill the time pod. If I could fly one more square, then I could have gotten the time pod. But the pressing matter here is how am I actually dealing with this snail? Because we've ruled out the possibility of stabbing it with a spear. 3 damage laser doesn't do it. It's not sitting on a mountain space where it could be like punched and then just, you know, cancel the damage. Oh my god. Okay, so I could go back and I could shield these buildings. But still, this one is going to get blown up by this alpha snail, and you're kind of useless. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give up the time pod. This might seem like a little bit short-sighted, but it's just not as valuable as my health. And I'm only getting 2 health from this mission, so... Oh, wait, you know what the problem with that is? Oh, hold on. The problem with that is I forgot... If you blow up the time pod, it counts as a failed mission. All right, change plans. We're going here, and we're just punching this thing into the water, so it stops being a bitch. And then we're gonna kill that plasmodioid, and then be wildly out of position with my. Well, I now have 4 movement, so there is at least that. Don't worry, 108 people who died. You were gonna die anyway. Oh, actually, it put itself into the water. Oh no! Oh no! It went into the crook. It went into the crook. Oh Christ! Not the crook. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. I can't pull it in the water, and I can't fly to the other side to pull it off that way. So yeah, no, it just sucks. So what's happening here is you have to just use your shields and hope this thing picks a different target one day. All right, luckily the spear is actually incredible here. I can push this thing onto a spawn, and then I don't kill the mosquito, but I do hurt it and save the building. So, yep, I got one more use of the shield. On one of the next 2 turns, I need you to back the F off of here and do something different with your life. No, you didn't. You fuckwad. Ugh. This actually also is a problem because you're smoked. This is very, 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 very bad. The thing is that this guy's just about to die here. He can't move because he's webbed, and he can't attack because he's smoked. So I have to like pull this off or push it off. But then well, okay, say I pull this off and I walk here. Oh, I can laser this guy to death. Okay, I guess that's what I gotta do. There's just not many options. So we, nope, not, is it pulling or is it attacking? Wait. I can go here and I can punch you to death. So I can kill this guy in either of 2 ways, right? There's 2 options for killing that. So shield this building. Yeah, okay. I need to use my guy as a shield. So we're going to do this to free Mr. Laser Man. Spear does not quite kill it, so I do have to leave the time pod sitting there. We do this. And then we need to shield this building and hope that the volatile freaking vac attacks something else next time. Hey, why don't you attack this guy near you? Why don't you attack him? Just attack him. He's a good target. Attack him. Attack him. Oh, no, you know what? I body blocked it. I can't. It doesn't have the option to move out of the way. Nah, we all saw this one coming. Okay. Well, this is unfortunately very bad. Is Abe dying here? He's not dying. But if he hits this mosquito and does a damage, then he is dying. Okay. Well, we're taking a grid damage. Which is bad because we already did. So we end up missing 2 instead of missing 1 like we began at the start of the mission. But okay, so if I could do a spear... Hold on. I could do something weird like... It doesn't matter what I do. No, it makes no difference. As long as we protect everything, we're out of shields. So it's just whatever. We pull this mosquito to be targeting a shield. You just save yourself. And sure, let's grab a time pod. Yeah, there. I couldn't have pulled this off because the sign was even body blocking that thing. Okay, Abe really took a beating on that one. This is why you need the 2 extra HP. Well, not great. We're missing 2 HP. We still have to fight the final boss. But as long as I can survive the final boss, then I can, again, maybe take the grid defense bonus. And the power core is very useful, of course. I'm glad I didn't, oh, this stupid thing. I'm glad that I didn't just give up on the time pod. That would have been bad. Okay, this is stupid, but, I mean, I'll just take it. And we need a time pod. So what actually do I want with this time pod? Extra movement. Extra... I want a lot of things. I do want this acid tip. Because then in the boss fights, which the final island also has, if this mech ever babysits the boss with the spear, then the boss is easier to kill later. I think I'm just going to go for it and deal with having 4 movement. I do want the 4 movement, and I do want the extra use. I could live without the area, but these 3 power cores would be nice. And, I mean, that's it. I actually just could do it 2 island. I'm okay with just that stuff. But first, we have to survive the starfish. Okay, so nobody goes here because that baits the scorpion. There's 6 lines of buildings, so the snails like are never wasting their attacks. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, is there any way to bait the starfish? I mean, yeah, actually, like here, that baits the starfish. And actually, let's do this to not encourage the starfish to go there. Actually, I'm okay with the starfish going there. That's fine with me. Because then I can acid tip babysit it, and then it'll be on acid, and it'll be an easier. Hey, look at that! I'm a friggin' genius. It worked exactly as I planned. Blah, 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 blah. And then this thing is going after building. Oh, you're not gonna waste your attack, are you? Oh God, you're going for the corporate tower. Oh, crickety Christ. Okay, it's an alpha, so I can't body block it with my little guy. All right. So let's look at the obvious possibility. I do the starfish with the spear. Starfish goes first. It punches this snail, canceling its attack. Okay. Question is, how do I deal with that snail? And the answer is, I don't really. I'd have to cash out one of my shields immediately, which I'm not in love with. Yeah. I'm not in love with that because then this thing's destroying a building and I can't actually deal with it very well because of the stupid scorpion. If I could have punched the snail into it, that would have been great. As it is with my crazy movement, thanks to that thing, I actually could just go over here with Abe. It sort of sucks. I mean, okay. Let's think of another plan. What if I do this? I mean, then I just punch it and kill it next turn, right? So it's not like I need to use the acid spear on it. I could go here, block a spawn, and acid spear that. Yeah! Okay, but then the snail? I still have to cash a shield out. All right, well, okay, what if I babysit the snail? That's difficult. It's an alpha, so it doesn't die to my laser. If I do the spear push to babysit it, I haven't dealt with the starfish. Now, I could use a shield to protect these things. Then I don't need to deal with this thing because it's just hitting a shielded building and dying. So I go here, I babysit the snail. I punch the starfish just to do 5 damage, and I put on shields. Then this thing actually did get to attack. No, I think we need to push it. I'm just not sure if I need to push it with the spear. I think the spear is just really good here. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. And sure, it's not ideal that I have to cash my shield out, and I also can't like get lateral on it to you know, if I had 5 movement, I could have done both. Okay, but as it is, I can just do the 1. Do I mind getting pushed? I don't mind getting pushed. So, actually, the scorpion dies? I didn't even realize that, but that's a nice bonus. Oh my God, I didn't notice this. I didn't notice it. If this pilot had not randomly rolled +2 pilot HP, I would have just died there because I did not notice it getting attacked by the starfish. That was just random luck. Oh gosh. Well now, I mean, the price I pay is that now I can no longer block a spawn. Starfish, I can kill it either with Abe or with my spear. So really I just have my choice here of what to do. You're wasting your attack. You could block a spawn and pull this onto a spawn. Okay, so I think we're doing like this and this. And then the starfish, I want to kill. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. The difference it makes is none. Okay, well, we have one more round of spawns. We have a plasmodioid, an alpha snail, and a new enemy, which is an alpha mosquito, which is not ideal because I can't one-shot it very easily. Luckily, the alpha snail wasted its attack. Oh, you're going for the corporate tower. Who decided to be a bitch today? You did. And I can't spear it because then I die. And I don't actually want this mech to die. Okay, so maybe what we do is just the obvious move. We're going to laser to kill the plasmodioid. Blip! And then, we'll just do this. It seems good enough. Now, do I kill this alpha snail or do I block a spawn? I'm actually more concerned about an alpha snail than about a random spawn. Because this random spawn here is kind of out of position. There's all this smoke. It can't, like, get up next to the buildings. I think that is fine with me. I didn't know the mountains could get shields. Or maybe I've seen it before but forgot. Okay, so we just have 2 random enemies and an alpha mosquito. Regular mosquito. Okay, that's wasting its attack. I can spear it. And that does nothing. Okay, cool. Well, if I punch you in here, does your mosquito friend kill you? It does. We'll do that for laughs. We'll do this. And then you just repair. Okay, all things considered, that went amazingly because I took no damage. now it means that taking one of the bonuses and selling it versus taking 4 grid defense is kind of similar. But I guess it is better to take the 4 grid defense than I actually get like the defense. Not that that's ever happened on unfair difficulty where I actually blocked an attack. We got this. Oh, hold on. That's popular hero. That is popular. I see that a lot, it seems. Okay. Hello, Rosie Dumbo. Bye-bye, Rosie Dumbo. Now, let's take a look at what the hell's going on. So we have Lightning Whip, which is interesting, but my Primic already has a thing. That thing is just sort of weird. This, I mean, I do like this, but it is only 1 per battle, and you do need to spend 3 cores to make it do 2 damage instead of 1. 1's kind of insignificant. Let's start here. I'm going to buy 3 power cores, because I definitely want the 3 power cores for this and this. Okay, now, what do I actually want besides what I have? I mean, yes, it'd be nice to do an extra damage, or have +1 range. But what do I actually really need? I don't think I need anything. So I think, actually, taking kind of random weapon. Well, here's the problem. I don't have a power core for anything that requires a power core. Okay, because if I spend the 2 stars, then I don't have the stars for a power core. So can I cut a power core somewhere? Well, that's a little trickier. That is sort of a no. Well, I do have mechs gain plus move. They start their turn adjacent to each other, so I could actually try using this and take a move off of somebody. That seems kind of nutty. Like, I've been saying constantly that I need 5 move on this mech, and then I could just take it off. And then what would I be gaining for that? What I'd be gaining is that I have, like, this to polish off some enemy. I don't actually think that's worth it. I think what makes more sense is either to sell it and get an extra power core, or just buy my HP. Right, I definitely just want the HP, so I'm going to do this. We're going to buy this. And I can basically now sell something and exchange it. But the problem is I don't have a power core for it. And that's the thing. All these require a power core. So I could exchange this for this and cut one of my existing power cores to power up once per battle, do 1 damage to everything, missile shot. I just don't think it does enough damage to matter. I'd actually rather have like the random extra movement from this, even though I called it stupid. We're just going to get 4 grid defense. And we're going to try to make this a 2-island run. So try to speed through this terrible squad and see what happens. All right. I'm going to pause here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Oh, sorry. What am I talking about? I'm going to pause here. I'll be back in a split second to finish this run. Okay, into the breach we go. What do we got? We got the Hornet again. Oh, Jesus. The enemies are actually not the worst. The Chargers do sometimes kill themselves. The Digger is a problem, and the Scorpion is, but at least Scorpion's far away, depending on the RNG of the pylons. This could actually be okay. So, I mean, I guess I'm just going to face... I don't know why this is... I actually do not know why you can't go here. Does this mean a pylon's landing here? No, maybe. I don't know if I should read that as a tell or not. I guess I will. And put my flyer behind it. Instead of putting this guy behind it who would have a hard time getting through it. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Where there's like one of the spaces that just seems to be like a totally fine space. But it's blocked because there's a pylon landing there. We'll see. Yeah, sure was. Okay, this is actually very good RNG. I mean, it's hard to imagine it being any better than this. There's only 2 pylons on the side with the enemies. This guy's not dying. This is a lava flow, but at least it's not hitting anything. This one's a problem. That one's a problem. That one's a problem. And of course, that one is a really big problem. I mean, what even the hell are you supposed to do about this? Well, shields, but then we have this charger, and I can't push this charger away because there's just all kinds of problems. Because if this Hornet wasn't here, I mean, granted, it's good that it's wasting its attack, but this Hornet is blocking me from pulling this charger into the lava. So, okay. Everybody other than the Hornet is going after a pylon, and that means that what we need to put a premium on is like dealing with multiple threats at once. And you know what the real problem is? I shouldn't have put this laser guy here. If I thought this was a pylon, I shouldn't have put this guy here where he could get body blocked by an enemy that landed here. That was just a blunder. I might take a lot of damage here. Okay, so let's see. Let's just say we let this go because this is just really difficult to deal with. Then the question becomes, can I deal with this charger, this Hornet, and the Scorpion. And the problem is, oh no, with my 4 movement, I actually can deal with this Hornet. I can babysit it. Okay. So then what else are we doing? I mean, I could... Oh, this is actually very interesting. Hold it. If I go here and I push this guy to this spot, then it'll charge at the Hornet before the Hornet goes, and then it will actually deal with the Charger and the Hornet that way. They'll both be at 1 HP. Now, there's a drawback to this plan, which is that the Scorpion's very difficult to deal with then. You really can't deal with anything other than this Hornet, which is a bit redundant. Okay, so what if I charge the boss as a clear, which sounds kind of crazy because the boss is the only thing that's not threatening me, but as a clearance tactic to let this guy go, then he goes here, blocks the spawn, pushes this Charger, and it takes care of the Hornet. And then you, I guess, are committed to doing a shield on this to stop it from getting killed by the Scorpion. So then we have a damaged and acidified Charger, a Hornet at 1 HP, and a Scorpion at full HP. And then this thing's blown up, and this thing has a shield. And then the Digger is definitely then going to go after this next. But my guy is here, and, well... The laser never got a damage upgrade, so it's not going to kill it. This doesn't kill it either. It's 2 damage plus a push, so that's only 3. So there's a problem next turn. So really, that's the question is, how do I want to... Like, yeah, because that's 2 different options. Assuming I let this go, I can push the Charger with my cannon. No, right. I can, like, punch this Hornet just to babysit it traditionally. And, oh, but then I still have to deal with this guy. Huh. So then I'm still basically pushing this Digger and then putting a shield on this. It's just a question of damage. I guess I would rather damage this a bit. Let me take a look at this other option. What if I do... That's dumb. Well, is it dumb? I don't know if that's dumb. If I do this, it does break the rock. Then my Charger can actually go take care of the Digger. The problem, of course, is that this Charger, Scorpion, and Hornet are all still undealt with. So no, I can't do that. Yeah, I'm actually not sure. Like, you can just fly here, and you can pull the Charger. And then you and my 2 damage dealers are both free to do whatever. The issue is that, weirdly, this Scorpion just cannot be dealt with by any means. Because if I do this and punch the Scorpion out of here, I'm blocking the Charger pull. And I can't, even with all my movement... I cannot get underneath it. If I had started here, I actually could have, but then of course I would have been baiting the Scorpion to freeze me. Maybe I would have. Maybe I should have done. Maybe I should have baited the Scorpion. I mean, why not? I am doing 4 damage. Maybe if there's something behind it, then I could have killed the Scorpion. Like, I would rather my artillery or my shooter, my cannon mech be here, charge mech, and the Scorpion be here. Then I could just punch, and then, you know, take the hit, I guess. Anyways, I can't get under it to punch it up. Oh, I would. Oh yeah, then I would have killed it if I could do that, but I can't. I could do this. I could punch it into the pylon to kill it. Then I'm taking 3 grid damage instead of 2, but I am getting rid of the Scorpion instead of leaving it at full HP. So then that would mean I pull the Charger, punch the Scorpion into the pylon, and then you don't have anything to do. You're just taking a hit from the Hornet, I guess, and just doing this. Now, I'm going to trust my instincts here. My instincts are telling me, get the damage on the boss, block the spawn, and then we have, you know, we have shields. We have 3 shields, so let's use them. Let me double check this to make sure the order is correct. Wait a minute. This is the one spot I can't stand, because then when the Charger pushes the Hornet, it doesn't kill it, and then it kills my science mech. So good job, Boris, wasting your reset on the first turn. That was beautiful. A maestro performance, my friend. Oh, geez. Okay, so this, to make sure it's a push, not this. This. Okay, and then you need to... I mean, the thing is, the reason I went here is I didn't want to be within range of the Scorpion to web me, and I still don't. If I do this, the Scorpion can come up and web my science mech. Am I willing to do this? I mean, it has 6 movement. Why does it have 6 movement? Oh, right, because it started its turn adjacent to an ally. So then it's going to drop back to 5 movement. I think that's actually worth it. I just really do not want to be webbed by that scorpion. If he webs one of my other people, fine, but the science mech in particular is really troublesome to get webbed. So am I in love with this start? No. Seems to be I just can't get to the final level without having a disastrous turn 1. I didn't actually kill anything, but I did at least block a spawn. And this charger's a bit body blocked. I mean, I guess I can go after this pylon. All right, Fireball RNG, here we go. Hornet is, oh, that's a weird spot for it to be. Christ, oh no. You're not wasting, okay, you, oh, thank God. All right, you killed yourself. That's uncomfortable. Shoot, how the hell do I deal with this? Okay. Hey! Okay, so we need to, what's the order? The order's, okay, you get killed by a fireball, so this charge is actually not relevant. But is there some way to deal with this digger and this charger? Well, I could punch one with a spear, and then I could charge the other one, killing it. This leaves the science, well, but, okay, this leaves the science mech with 3 different things, but what the hell am I supposed to do exactly? I mean, we have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things, and I only have 3 characters, and they're all spread out, so there's absolutely no way to deal with them all. Well, hold on, that one right there. The issue is because it's, oh god, because it's on acid, god darn it, I roasted myself with this acid spear. If this wasn't on acid, I could push it here, and then it would charge and actually kill this digger. But because I acidified it, it's gonna die when I punch it with my spear. It'll take 4 damage. Oh my god. And then you flew out of range to be able to pull this thing, and obviously you're gonna kill it as well. God damn it. Okay. Well, okay. Let's say I move out of the way. I just kill this, charge this, and then I just like use my HP and kill this hornet, and then I take 4 grid damage. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. I guess I'll be a little more precise. Let's do this, so I'm closer to the action. But I just, you know, do not see. Wait, there is a way, isn't there? Hold on. Because these two are both going after the same pylon, I will only take 2 grid damage instead of 4 if I can, like, deal with... Oh my god, I messed up. I shouldn't have done this. I should have punched this with my spear first. But now if I punch it, this mech is going to die, and there's no way for me to get at this guy. I don't have a weapon that can hurt it. Oh no. I messed up. There's no way... If I go up here and I hit it with my spear, it pushes it into the pylon. I would have to stand in one of these lava spaces. Well, actually no, because then I would be hitting the pylon directly anyways. Never mind. Crap. So do I blow up my science mech? I think that's a bit aggressive. I'm probably going to take more damage in the long term if I do that. It's not like the corpse is in a useful place or anything. I could still punch it into a pylon and take 1 grid damage instead of... No, because then I'm letting this go, then I'll take 5. God, that was a very, very, very unfortunate error. If I had killed this hornet first, then killed that one, and then dealt with this thing, so kill hornet, kill scorpion, kill hornet, then I would only take 2 grid damage, but instead I'm taking 4 grid damage, and I'm going down to 1. Oh man, I actually... I could have made it. I could have survived this run. But now, as it is, I just... Oh yeah, I messed up anyways. This doesn't make any sense because I'm doing this. But then, yeah, okay. I screwed up. I screwed up bad. There's still... I mean, it's not over yet. I still have 1 HP, but in the second phase, it's really rare for me to not take a single grid damage. So, it's unfortunate that occurred. I could have taken 2 instead of 4 this turn, then I would have 3 instead of 1, and that would make all the difference. So it looks like we're gonna be doing another run with the old Zenith squad. Most unfortunate. Now, of course, everybody's just being tame and doing nothing relevant. Of course, that's what happens. Once again, I wish I actually wasn't killing the scorpion so that it could block a spawn for me. That would be better. Alright, well, I can't... Actually, I can block a spawn. I'm actually going to block a spawn and sacrifice my science. No, wait a minute. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to do that? I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, maybe that doesn't make sense. Let's just babysit you, and we'll go here so I can like kill this and block a spawn, and then we'll block this spawn and kill you. So it's 2 new enemies and this hornet. I still have my shield, so I should be able to, you know, save anything, hopefully. We might get a little bit of an assist from the fireball RNG. Okay, so you're wasting your attack. You can just be killed, and you can be killed. Just make sure I just want to make sure I don't well, I want to make sure I don't kill Abe in the process. So this will heal him. I have used my reset. I need to make sure I don't like suicide Abe here. But yeah, he's coming back to life. Why did he come back to life? Wait a minute. Oh god, because I'm not the hazardous mechs. Oh! Oh my god! I thought I was the hazardous mechs and that he'd come back to life. And that was just like a weird brain blip. I don't know why I thought that. So Abe's dead. That means that this mech no longer has armor, extra HP, or opener. And he has the extra damage thing, and he's just gonna slowly kill himself. Oh my god, that was the brain blip of the century. There was no need to do that, of course. I could have just pushed the crab or whatever. So yeah, we're just waiting to die here. I don't think there's really a high probability at all of being able to actually save everything. And that is a darn shame. There was definitely a way to do this. If I had 2 more HP and I had Abe alive, then I think I could have won this run. But as it is, it's over, folks. It's just a matter of watching the ship go down and burble beneath the waves at this point. Let's see how the enemies are going to finish me off. Okay. The digger maybe can go on these rocks. Please go on these rocks. This is a big variable because if he goes over to this side, it's basically impossible for me to save the thing. I went over here. Well, okay, I mean, I'll look at it. I'll give it a gander, but, you know, don't expect any miracles. So this blobling's actually really difficult to deal with. And, yeah, I mean, the blobling's really difficult to deal with. Okay, so we could what? We could punch you into the rocks. Use a shield to save. Okay, hang on a second. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. I can ignore this, but yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 things, and I have 3 characters. I mean, I would absolutely have to like deal with multiple threats more than once in order to survive this, and I don't think I can. I indeed cannot. I could sit here and hem and haw about it, but the fact of the matter is there's no way for me to deal with 2 threats with even a single move, let alone with 2 different moves. Okay, that's not true. If I shield these 2, I do deal with 2 threats in a single move. So then I would need to deal with this blobbling, the charger, and with this guy in 2 moves. And that's definitely not happening. There's no way that that's happening. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and abandon here. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. Doesn't matter which pilot I keep. I lost my Abe. So what this means is that I could, of course, roll a new Abe and try leveling him up again. But maybe, you know, maybe my blunder of having Abe die is a sign that I should try a different squad and then come back to this later. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Take care.